Boom. There we go. Hey, y'all. Oh man. I just realized that the sound was not working. Oh man, the sound was not working. And plus I had the mute button on because I wasn't ready to get started. But that's okay, because we're gonna go ahead and get started anyway. Give me a second, bear with me. I am going to hold on 1 second. I got my phone ringing over here. I'm going to go ahead and go live on Facebook as well for people that are on Facebook so that y'all can catch me as well. I want to talk about Tiffany Haddish today real quick. And this is real quick. I want to go over my play that I got coming up. A lot of you that have been following me, you know that I got my play coming up. It's called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And for the first time in the history of the play, it's going to be a live stream pay-per-view. And what this means, everybody, is that anybody anywhere in the world can watch this play from online, just like you guys are watching me right now. You'll be able to watch A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And to get your tickets, just go to darkskinactivist.com. And all of the ticketing information is there for the people that want to watch from anywhere in the world. And then the ticketing information is there for people that are in Atlanta that want to watch. And then I have a bonus for you guys. And what I'll do is just quickly, I'm going to go ahead and go to the website here so you guys can see. Just bear with me. We're going to go to the website real quick. It's coming up. Okay, so as you can see, the Dark Skin Activist presents The Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And all of the ticketing information is here. So if you want to watch me from anywhere in the world, it doesn't matter whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Africa, any part of the United States, the Caribbean, wherever, this is where you would purchase your tickets from. If you live in Atlanta, you can go ahead and purchase your tickets right here. And then on Friday, I'm giving a bonus. This is the day before the show, which is Friday. I'm going to be doing a Darkism Talk. I'm going to be explaining to everyone how I invented dark skin activism. And I'm going to be talking about, I'm scrolling down so you guys can see, here's the flyer. I'm going to be talking about the impact of dark skin activism on social media and popular culture. And also, as you guys can see, my new book, Token Dark Girl, is available. And once again, all this information can be found by going to my website, darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. And make sure, I'm going to go ahead and drop this information in the chat box here while I'm on YouTube. I'm going to stop the screen sharing. Make sure you go and check out the website and get your tickets. I'm going to stop sharing. All right. So for those of you that don't know, it's the world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober. I'm the creator of the first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. I'm the person that brought the entire dark skin discussion to the internet. Anybody that's talking about dark skin, they're doing it because of me. I don't say this to brag. I don't say this to make myself feel good. I say it because it's based on the facts. And y'all know, the hardcore followers that follow the dark skin activists, you know that I talk based on what is facts. All right. So with that being said, Tiffany Haddish is light skinned. Okay. I've been saying this. I know Cat Williams alluded to her being light-skinned when he was on V103. I know he alluded to it. He didn't specifically say it, but I'm saying it because I've been saying it. I've said this before, that she was light-skinned. I've mentioned this before. And people, they argue with me back and forth, and they said, Rashida, I've heard all the arguments. She's not light-skinned. She's brown-skinned. She's in between this complexion. Folks, Tiffany Haddish is light-skinned. And let me say this as well. This is no shot or no shade, even though some of y'all always like to misconstrue what I say. Y'all like to take what I say out of context. I can't stop you from doing that. All I can do is tell you exactly what I mean and where I'm coming from. This is no shot or no shade to Tiffany Haddish. I don't know Tiffany Haddish from Adam. I don't know Tiffany Haddish personally, okay? I never met Tiffany Haddish. Hey, Stephanie. I never met Tiffany Haddish a day in my life, okay? But what I am saying is this. Y'all got to understand that people, these people are public figures. They are famous and they are going to get critiqued. That's just the way it is. I've been critiqued by more people than I can count. It happens to me on a day-to-day basis. So for those of you that feel like, oh, you're taking a shot at Tiffany Haddish, if you want to feel that way, feel that way. I can't stop you. I'm speaking the philosophy and opinions of the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. I have been speaking on dark skin, colorism, darkism since 1998. I created this lane, and I'm going to continue to speak out on it because this is what I do, right? So it's not a personal attack on Tiffany Haddish to say that she is light-skinned. Has nothing to do with that. What I talk about is the system of darkism. Some people might call it racism. Some people might refer to it as colorism. I talk about the system of darkism that allows for light skin privilege. Okay. And I will say that I do believe that Tiffany Haddish is a benefactor due to the fact that she is light skinned. I do believe that she is a benefactor. By default, she is a benefactor of light skin privilege. Just like all other, or I'm not going to say everybody, but just like a lot of people, a whole bunch of people out there that are light skinned, they are benefactors of light skin privilege. Okay. And that is not to say that Tiffany Haddish has not worked hard to earn the success that she's achieved. I'm not, a personal friend of hers. I don't know her from Adam. So I cannot say what's going on behind the scenes with that. I have no idea. But what I can say is what I see. Okay. And what I have seen is light-skinned people in general be given privileges over dark-skinned people. When we're talking about in the Black community, they get privileges. They get privileges when it comes down to Dr. Neely Fuller talks about, I believe it's 11 areas of people activity that he talks about. And, I like to cite people. I'm not a plagiarizer. I'm not a thief. Okay. I'm very well read. And if someone came up with an idea and I like their philosophy and opinions, I'm going to, cite that person. So Dr. Neely Fuller, he does talk about the people areas of activity. And I believe that Tiffany Haddish has benefited in one of those areas is entertainment. She's benefited because she's light skinned. Now, Cat Williams, he talked about, and I'm paraphrasing, y'all can go watch the video, the interview, it's right there. It's all online for anybody to see. He alluded to the fact that Tiffany Haddish, was able to go past other women that have been in the game, in the entertainment game, in the comedy game, for years, and they haven't gotten their shot. We have to examine why is that the case? Why is it, and in general, we have to examine why is it that light-skinned people, in a lot of instances, are able to jump over or go past. And I've seen this. This is not just about entertainment. Folks, y'all got to understand that this scenario plays out in, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Somebody's texting me here. I'm right in the middle of a live. Oh, it's like I wish I could be in multiple places at one time, but I just can't. Let him know I'm doing a live right now. But this plays out in all facets of society. And this is what I keep trying to tell y'all. This is why you need to get my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Because darkism is a critique of how darkism plays out in everyday society. And like I said, Dr. Neely Fuller is one of the people that articulated how darkism can impact what he calls people activity, areas of people activity, including entertainment. But if you go to the corporate world, and I've worked in the corporate world, I think I shared this story in my book. I've worked in the corporate world and I've seen it play out. I've seen situations where a dark-skinned person was at the lower level of management, while the light-skinned Black person is at the highest levels of management, where all the big wigs would come into the company and the company wanted to have a certain type of image. They wanted to project a certain type of image. And so they also wanted to, you know, make it look like we are diverse. But the light-skinned person represented the Black people in order to represent that diversity. And then when you got down to the lower levels, you saw the darker skinned people. And that's the area where I worked in. So folks, I'm telling you that darkism works in every area of society. And so again, point number one, I know some of y'all are going to disagree. It's okay. Tiffany Haddish, in my eyes, in the dark skinned activist eyes, is a light skinned woman. That's point number one. And then I wonder if these people realize that I'm doing a live. Then number two, if we believe, some of you believe me, because I know some of you are going to agree with me and some of you are not. Those of you that agree with me that Tiffany Haddish is light skinned, then we have to face the fact that she's benefiting from light skin privilege. Now, Cat Williams, I want to pull this sister up, because when Cat Williams said this is the name, shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all share this video. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to this video. And most importantly, I want to make sure y'all come to my play, my dark skin play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, on Saturday, November 17th. It's going down at 7 p.m. Anybody, anywhere in the world can watch, or you can come out in Atlanta. If you live in Atlanta, you can get your tickets at darkskinactivist.com. darkskinactivist.com. Cat Williams mentioned a comedian named Melanie Camacho, okay? And when he mentioned Melanie, he mentioned some other comedians, but I didn't know who Melanie Camacho was. So what I did, I went and I Googled Melanie Camacho. And lo and behold, for those of you that are watching me on YouTube, I'm about to share my screen. Give me a second. And lo and behold, there's Melanie Camacho, who is obviously and clearly dark-skinned. Obviously and clearly dark-skinned and very pretty, might I add. Beautiful, dark skin. Now, explain to me why I didn't even know who Melanie Camacho was before Cat Williams mentioned her name, okay? I had no idea of who Melanie Camacho was. I'm just trying to pull up some old pictures so we could see Melanie Camacho. I had no idea of who she was. A part of the reason why I didn't know who she was is because I believe that within the comedic community that there is the element of light skin privilege. And I've already told y'all that I believe that Tiffany Haddish is a light-skinned Black woman. I believe that the reason that I don't know who Melanie Camacho is because she's dark-skinned. I believe that. And there's, you know, my book, Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. Let me go to my website. Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. One of the things that we must realize is this. In Token Dark Girl, I analyzed the impact of allowing one dark-skinned female to be allowed to shine at a time. Get this book, Token Dark Girl. Y'all can go to my website right now. It's available. Because all of these things, I told y'all, I'm the dark-skinned activist. I know how to make the connections between instances of darkism in all facets of society. That's why I'm the dark-skinned activist, because this is what I've been doing since 1998, well before the internet. And real quick, because I talk about in this book about how people have ripped off my work in this book. I go into detail about that. The bottom line is this is something that I have been analyzing and studying since 1998, looking at how dark-skinned women are treated, dark-skinned people are treated in the world. And this book is focusing on how dark-skinned women are treated in popular culture. And one of the things that I could tell you that I know from studying and from creating this particular field of research, this particular field of study, is that only one dark-skinned woman is allowed to shine at a time. And that is the reason why we do not know, or I had no idea. I'm going to stop the screen sharing in a second, but I want to show y'all Melanie Camacho. I had no idea who this woman was until Cat Williams, in his recent interview on V103, said her name. And again, it goes back to this idea of dark girl tokenism. Get this book, Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. Light skin privilege plays into this. I'm going to stop the screen sharing. Light skin privilege plays into this is because lighter skinned people, non-dark people, they don't have to contend with the tokenism as much because there's more opportunity. That's why I said Tiffany Haddish, number one, she's light skinned. Number two, she's a benefactor of light skin privilege. And number three, token dark girls, there's only one of them allowed to shine at a time. So therefore, I'm just learning about Melanie, dark-skinned Melanie Camacho, the comedian. Had no idea who she was. So we've got light skin privilege going on. We've got dark girl tokenism going on. And remember, these are the philosophy and opinions of Rashida Strober. I know that a lot of y'all sit out there and watch my content, my original content, cite my work. These are my original ideas. And it's not okay to watch my videos and read my books and go to my website and rip off my ideas. Because in Token Dark Girl, I talk about me being the token dark girl of dark skin activism because I created it. That's really the reason. And then in that instance, other people saw my work. They realized it was good work. It made sense. And instead of people saying, I got these ideas from Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist. Now, I have to address a lot of this stuff because it's all intertwined. Because people want to continuously attack me and pretend as if I didn't create the entire dark skin lane online. I was the first person to bring dark skin issues online. And people want to pretend that it's okay for other people to come along and to rip off my work. It's not okay because I spent years developing this. I just spent 4 or 5 months writing the book Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, which is a critique and an analysis, a serious critique and analysis, not where I'm just coming on here making YouTube videos or watching people and plagiarizing them. This comes from my head, my original thoughts and ideas that I started in 1998. And it's not okay for other people to watch me on the internet and steal my work. So I get attacked all the time for, let me address this, and this person is probably watching, and I hope you are, because I'm addressing you head on. People who come to me and say, you know what? Your delivery is so bad, and that's why other people are coming along stealing your work. But does that make it okay? First of all, does that make it okay? Because you think that my delivery is so-called bad. Does it make it okay is the question. Does it make it ethical? Does it make it legal for other people to come along and rip off my 20+ years of hard work just because there's the internet? That's question number one. The next thing in addressing that, this is what people need to understand very clearly. This is not a matter of preference. It's not. It's a matter of marketing. Marketing. Some of these people that have ripped off and stolen my work, let's be clear, they know how to market. They're not originators. They know how to market. They know how to watch somebody else's original ideas and work. And because they have maybe a platform, a bigger platform, or connections with celebrities, or, they know how to market, that's what they've been able to do. So in 2017, when I found out that my work, dark skin activism, my books, my plays, and my original ideas was being ripped off, I took my videos down voluntarily off of my YouTube channel. Let's be clear. Prior to that, YouTube was promoting me and I was getting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of views. So it was never about somebody preferring this person over me. No, I took my videos down which were getting in the thousands of views. I could have made it grow as much as I wanted to. But see, when you take down content off of YouTube, YouTube does not like that, and they penalize you for that. So let's get that clear, because a lot of you don't have the facts. You don't know what you're talking about. And when you deal with me, you need to come correct with what is factual. Don't make assumptions. Come with what is factual. So I'm clearing it up. Collectively, because I've been on television, I was the first person to bring the bullied for a dark-skinned girl narrative to TV in 2013. Facts. The clip was featured on Bay News 9, and it was seen by millions of people. Collectively, my views, my exposure is in the millions. Y'all look at this channel and y'all think, oh, that's it. No, in the millions. That's a fact. So this has absolutely zero to do with preference. What it has to do with is marketing, number one. And number two, me taking down my content from my channel when I discovered that people were ripping off my work, and YouTube saying, we don't like that, and penalizing me for it by not promoting my videos as much. Because see, if you look at some of my videos, you can clearly see they have thousands and thousands and thousands of views. So just get the facts before you come and try to attack me, because I only care about what is factual. And the fact is, I created dark skin activism. I brought it to the internet in 2009. People loved it because it's not about the delivery. That's why it became famous. They loved it. They actually loved it. Yeah, they like watching me. I know that already. So it's not about the delivery, because if it was the delivery, let me tell you something, it wouldn't have became as big as it did. So it's not that. We need to deal with the fact of the plagiarism of dark skin activism and other Black people online who have ripped off my work. That's a fact. You can be team this person or team that person. It doesn't matter to me. I only care about what is factual. And what is factual is that people online have stolen and ripped off my work. And because they know how to market, or they have connections to maybe some celebrities, they have been able to try to pass it off as their own. But what I can tell you is I will handle this, and I am handling it legally. It's not going to go away. It will be rectified. So I've addressed that. Let me get back to Tiffany Haddish and this whole idea of light skin privilege versus dark girl tokenism. Now, what I haven't seen, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, y'all can chime in on this. I can't think of a dark skinned female that's like really blew up in comedy. The darkest person that I could really think of that blew up is Monique. And look at what happened with Monique. Monique is superbly talented. Okay, Monique has won an Oscar. The Oscars, you know, which is a white-owned structured organization, has sanctioned her talent by rewarding. No matter what we think of Monique, no matter how we feel about Monique, nobody can ever take away her talent and her Oscar. She's the darkest female in comedy that I have really saw like in the forefront blow up. There's some others, I'm sure. Y'all could drop their names here, but you don't really see them. This is why I'm making the argument that Tiffany Haddish is a benefactor of light skin privilege, and she is light skinned. Not to mention, I'm just reading some of y'all comments. Not to mention the fact that when we look at what Leslie Jones said, and I talked about this yesterday. I may do another live completely on Leslie Jones. Not to mention when we look at the fact of what Leslie Jones said about Kevin Hart not, helping her, and also that he told her, and this was in an interview that she gave to Gossip, she said, I'm paraphrasing, that he told her she was never gonna make it in comedy. But now we look up and we see Kevin Hart backing, promoting, propelling a light-skinned woman named Tiffany Haddish. Explain that. explain that. For those of you that disagree with me on the contention that Tiffany Haddish is not light-skinned, Tiffany Haddish is not a benefactor of light-skin privilege, explain to me why did dark-skinned Kevin Hart, and I gotta put emphasis on it because y'all know I'm the dark-skin activist. Everything is about dark skin for me. That's what it is. Explain why dark-skinned Kevin Hart is promoting, propelling, pumping up, praising light-skinned Tiffany Haddish, while at the same time, he's told a dark-skinned comedian, Leslie Jones, that she wouldn't make it. Explain that. I'll wait. I'm glad you brought that up, Jake Bangers. You said Samora is dark-skinned. Okay, and you're right about that. That's an excellent point. But let me ask you this question. Why I know more about Tiffany Haddish, light-skinned Tiffany Haddish, and Samora been in the game for years. I remember when I was a kid, a teenager. Samora, I remember seeing her on, I believe it was BET, Comic View. I think that was it. She been in the game for years. Why isn't she on the same level in regards to mainstream? We're talking about mainstream level success as Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish has mainstream level success. Explain that. I understand what you're saying. I feel you. The dark-skinned activist feels you on that when you talk about some more. I feel you. But please explain to me, why has Samora not received mainstream level success? Please explain it. Somebody explain it to me. Thank you, Houston Burns. I mean, for the people that want to sit here and try to paint me as this crazy person, first of all, a person that's crazy and deranged would not be able to sit down and write multiple books on dark skin. You have to have your mind together to be able to do that. Second of all, a crazy and deranged person would not be able to, under stress, the daily stress that I deal with, raising my daughter, working a job, put together a play and play 5 characters in it. Because a dark-skinned woman's revenge, I'm playing 5 characters. In fact, I had a rehearsal today playing one of my characters, Sister Applebaum. Explain to me, how am I able to do all of this? But people say, you're crazy. You're deliberate. You're crazy. They use all of these as excuses to rip off my work, to have other people rip it off, to not promote what I'm doing and propel what I'm doing. And it's all a part of the darkism that I'm talking about. It's all a part, and y'all know it's the truth. You can't look yourself in the eye and honestly say that what I am saying is not true. You can't, because you are a liar. Straighten out my headband. You're the dishonest one, not Rashida Strober. Because one thing about me, I've even had people come on to they would go to my website. They could clearly see that I put in a lot of hard work into everything that I'm doing. Hold on one second. Let me screen share. I have these people that will go to my website and try to attack me and tear me down. Here's my website right here. And they'll make up all kinds of excuses and reasons when clearly you can see the hard work that is put into everything I've done. Here's my website. And I have to promote myself. I have to propel myself because, you know, I'm dark skinned and I have such a hard time getting support from the people. It's just like Leslie Jones. She talked about this. She said, when I read the article, or not the article, but the statement that she made to Bossa.com, she was put on by a white dude. And Chris Rock, shout out to Chris Rock. She mentioned him too. And she had to work her, you know what, off. That's what it is. People will constantly attack you, tell you what you can't do, call you crazy. When you produce results after results after results after results, it is still not enough. But you want to tell me that everything I'm saying is dark, is crazy. But then I'll see people turn around and go regurgitate, repackage the work of the dark skin activists. Explain these things, y'all. Y'all got to explain this stuff. Y'all can't just sit here and not be able to give an explanation. you can't do that. Houston Burns, you asked the question. You said, why you torpedo yourself taking your videos down? That's a very good question. I take blame for that, but I also blame people that plagiarize my work, because the reason I did that, the reason I took down my videos to begin with, is because my own people were ripping off my work. So they are to blame they're partly to blame for my views declining, because I would have never done that had people not been going to my channel, watching everything I do behind the scenes, and then ripping it off. I wouldn't have done that. Who in their right mind would do something like that? It was a rash move. But after a while, I said, man, I'm tired. People have called me crazy. People mocked me for calling myself the dark-skinned activist. I was given death threats for calling myself the dark-skinned activist. I went on Tommy Sotomayor in 2014 before anybody uttered a word about dark skin online anywhere, and was attacked, relentlessly attacked. My story is going to be told, because I'm the real deal. I'm the real dark-skinned activist. Nobody else is. They don't have this story because they're not real. In 2015, I received Donkey of the Day by the Breakfast Club for calling myself the dark-skinned activist, and for having this beef, an issue with Kendrick Lamar for what I viewed as darkism in his mate selection. And everybody said I was crazy. They said this woman is crazy, but then you turn around years later and you copy me. There's no way that y'all could say that that was right. If you say that that's right and that's okay, then you are a bad person, an unethical person, and you're a liar. You're not being honest. Houston Burns, here's another thing that you're missing the point. People are, Darkism is the name of my book. This is copywritten work. So I coined and created the very word darkism. So no one else was doing this before me, because I actually wrote the book. This is copywritten work with the United States Copyright Office. Let's be real clear about that. I brought darkism into the popular vernacular. No one else did that. I am the person that did that, and it can be easily proven. See, it's not a question of evidence and proof, because I could easily go to court and prove it easily, because I have all the receipts. It's a question of people not understanding that these works were created by me and they're my intellectual property, and you can't go around ripping off and stealing from people. You can't do that. And eventually it's going to be handled legally. I can tell you that right now. Eventually it's going to come to that point. Going back to, let me get back to the, well, yeah, Chance X, because I'm the only person that uses the word darkism, because I actually created the word. I'm the creator, the inventor. I don't know how much more plainer I can make that. I created darkism. I wrote a book called Darkism. I don't understand how much more clear I could be. I can't be any more clear. Like I said, some people just don't want to understand. They understand, but they try to act and pretend like they don't understand. Case in point, one of the reasons why I decided to come on here and do this live today. I said the same thing that I'm saying in this video. I said Tiffany Haddish is light skinned. So what happens? A black man on my YouTube, he comes, not my YouTube, my Facebook, I'm sorry. He comes trying to argue with me about it, trying to pretend as if he does not understand what I'm talking about, what I am saying. And that's another form of deflection. When you try to sit and pretend that you don't understand a person's oppression when it's absolutely clear, when they haven't, not been transparent, because I'm a super transparent person. I come and tell you the truth. I show my face. I have no problem being truthful and honest with the people, because that's all I know how to do. So if you want to sit and pretend like you don't understand what I'm talking about when I clearly said it to you, then you have to look at yourself. It's deflection on your part. So what it is, I call it darkism guilt in my book. I call it darkism guilt, where people know that darkism has gone down. They know that dark-skinned people are oppressed. They know this. They realize it. Please make sure y'all share this video, by the way. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you are watching me on YouTube. And make sure you go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and purchase your tickets to my dark skin show coming up on Saturday, November 17th. Anybody, anywhere in the world can watch it. So people know that darkism is an issue. They understand it clearly. They know it's been going. We as Black people, we know it's been going down for years and years and years in the Black community. This is not anything new. But yet we will sit and deny it. You're in denial about it. You don't want to be honest. And a lot of the times it's because you know that you may have been guilty of it. And this brother, he wanted to argue with me and go back and forth with me and trying to do it in a way that's underhanded. And I peep all those techniques. Some people are very underhanded. They're not honest. He wants to go back and forth with me and pretend as if he doesn't understand that Tiffany Haddish is a benefactor of light-skinned privilege, and pretend that he doesn't understand that Kevin Hart is a dark-skinned man that is promoting and propelling her because she's light-skinned. Because again, we have to ask the question of why did he not promote and propel Leslie Jones? Why he didn't co-sign Leslie Jones? He's got a new movie coming out. Why isn't Leslie Jones in the movie or another dark-skinned comedian in the movie? We have to ask these questions, and they're very legitimate questions, and we have to be honest about these questions, and we can't be afraid to say darkism is involved. Because, again, going back to something that Cat Williams said in the interview, and I'm paraphrasing what he said. I felt him on this. He was like, some of those female comedians, he said something about they can't even get a chicken sandwich. I am paraphrasing. Y'all can go listen to the interview. And it's so much truth in that because it's relatable to me as a dark-skinned woman that's doing my thing with my play and my books. You have to fight literally tooth and nail to get the crumbs. We're fighting to get crumbs. It ain't even like... I'm not a meat eater, but it's not the steak, y'all. It's not the whole steak. It ain't the whole meal. Some of y'all love steak. Y'all like y'all steak dinners. I'm a vegan. I won't eat a steak. But you can't even get the whole steak dinner. You are getting the leftovers. No, you ain't even getting the leftovers. You're getting the crumbs. You're getting the crumbs. You have to fight for the crumbs. That's what Dark Girl Tokenism does. Again, get my book, Token Dark Girl. Make sure y'all check out my play, Saturday, November 17th. Anybody, anywhere in the world can watch online, darkskinactivist.com. All the information is at my website, darkskinactivist.com. And for those of you that want to support the play, I need funding. Go to my GoFundMe, make a donation. Go to my PayPal, make a donation. Okay? We have to fight for the crumbs. And that's what makes, I talk about the idea, the concept of dark girl tokenism. That's what makes it so hard is the dark girl tokenism. I'm putting my links here for you guys to go make a donation. Those of you that care and support the mission of the world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober, the creator of the first dark skin platform in history for dark skin, Rashida Strober. We have to fight for the crumbs. You understand what I'm saying? Tiffany Haddish. And again, this is no shade to her because I believe that Tiffany Haddish did work for what she wanted. I believe that. I don't know this lady personally, but she is light-skinned. She is a benefactor of light-skinned privilege. And the darker ones are at the bottom fighting for the crumbs. I'm an example of one of those that's on the bottom fighting for the crumbs because it's so difficult. It's already hard as hell for a Black person to even get anything, especially if you're a female. It's very hard. And then, when you're fighting for the leftovers, it's 100 times more difficult. And in my book, I talk about this concept. Y'all got to get my book, Token Dark Girl. Get Token Dark Girl because Token Dark Girl, let me tell you, it's full of gems. full of gems. When I was an undergraduate, I'm sorry, a graduate student, I'm sharing my screen. I received my degree in political science. And I don't tell you guys this to impress you. I'll tell you this because it's all a part of my history. As a political science graduate student, we studied a concept called nihilism. Nietzsche is the German philosopher that originated the concept of nihilism. And so what I did is I applied that concept. I actually have a chapter in my book called Dark Girl Nihilism. Okay. Nihilism is basically this concept where you almost feel hopeless. So a lot of dark girls, they descend into hopelessness, into dark girl nihilism. And I see this so much in my own community. Being the dark skin activist since 1998, I have seen dark girls descend into dark girl nihilism, which is what inspired me to write the chapter in my book, Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, Dark Girl Nihilism. And if I'm not careful, I can fully and happily admit that I could descend into dark girl nihilism very easily. Any dark girl can descend into dark girl nihilism. So here's the thing. We have to be honest and say that the privilege that is given to non-dark skinned people is directly impacts dark girl nihilism. Because if you got to scrounge and fight for the crumbs, and you realize at some point in your life, you say, you know, this is difficult. This is hard. I got to fight racism. I got to fight darkism. And it's only a little bit. It's all these people fighting for a little bit. Then that's enough to make somebody descend into dark girl nihilism. And the concept can be applied to, of course, any black person. Any black person. But we're talking about dark skin. We're talking about token dark girls, and we're talking about Tiffany Haddish's light skin privilege. So think about those dark skinned comedians, and I don't know them, but think about these women who have put in the work. They've been working and they've been fighting and they've been working and they got the talent. Talent is never a question. That's another thing. It ain't about talent. I learned that as a dark girl. I learned that it ain't about talent because I got a ton of it and I know it. I already know it. And I don't say it to be arrogant. Let me tell you something. I'm super fucking talented. I play 5 characters in my play. I've written the most books on dark skin. No, you can't do what I do because God gave me this talent. I'm fierce and I know it. When it comes down to the performing arts, it's a wrap and I know it. But it ain't enough. It's not enough being a talented dark skinned girl. It's not enough. It's not enough. But when you're not dark skinned, you might not saying that you ain't got talent, but you might not have to work as hard. You might not have to prove yourself as much. You might not have to do XYZ too much. Because you can get backers easier. And get people to back you up. And I think about those dark-skinned women. Those women, obviously, some of those are dark-skinned. That Cat Williams talk about Melanie Camacho. I showed y'all how she looked. Google her. She's dark-skinned. I just can only imagine how they may feel. I don't know. I'm not in their brain. But again, after working so hard, knowing you got the talent, it's like, when is it my turn? Because I felt that way. I know I got the talent. I know I created dark-skinned activism. I know I'm the first person to bring the whole discussion online and on TV. I know it. It's Rashida Strober. It's not nobody else. And then when I look and I see people ripping me off, mocking me and then copying me, dark girl nihilism. But I'm careful. Because here's what some of the dark girls will do. They're going to keep fighting. That's what you do. That's what you do. You don't let up. You keep going. And that's what I know how to do best. Is to continue to keep putting in the work. Even with all the odds against you, you have to keep fighting. You have to keep, and that's, again, going back to what Leslie Jones talked about. The comedian, dark-skinned comedian Leslie Jones. She done put in that work, and she said she had to work her behind off. She had to work her behind off to get the opportunities that she's gotten. But that's how it is when you're dark skinned. That's what it is. And you know, here's the thing with Tiffany Haddish. She's light skinned. I want to reiterate that because some of y'all don't believe that. She is light skinned, therefore a benefactor of light skin privilege. It is what it is. I never heard of Tiffany Haddish until I think last year sometimes. It's almost to me as like, oh, she came out of nowhere. And again, I'm not saying that this woman didn't put in work. I'm just telling you, I never heard of her. So how did she get on the scene so fast like that? Explain. We got comedians like Lunel. You know, like I said, Samore. Somebody mentioned Samore. I know who Samore is, but Samore, I don't see the same level of mainstream success. I don't see it. I'm not looking at nobody's bank account. I'm going off of what I see visually on social media, on television. Tiffany Haddish is all over the place. Wasn't she the first woman or black woman to host Saturday Night Live? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't she the first woman to host Saturday Night Live? Y'all don't see the light skin privilege there. Y'all don't see it. You don't have to believe, or you don't have to take anything away from her and go, well, oh, she didn't earn her keep to say that she's a benefactor of light skin privilege. That's not even what I'm arguing. Because again, I don't know her personally. I don't know the work that she's put in. But I know that there's other people that have probably put in more or equal amounts of work. Where is their shine? Where is it? Where is their notoriety? Where is it? Y'all know this is not fair. Y'all know in y'all hearts of hearts. Y'all know what it is. Let me go to some of the comments. Once again, I want to encourage everybody in the sound of my voice. Make sure you go to my GoFundMe and make a donation. Make sure, because I'm a struggling artist. I'm one of those struggling artists, struggling my ass off to make it, and I'm not going to stop. Make sure you go to my GoFundMe. You can make a donation there. If you want to bypass the middleman, go to my PayPal and make a donation. You can do that. It's icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. I put both links in the chat box. Okay, both links in the chat box. And I also put the links on my Facebook because I realized that some people are watching me on Facebook as well. So I'm gonna drop those links there. I always need funding to produce my shows. My shows are Dark Skin Women's Revenge. It's not for free. I have to pay for the venue. I have to pay for the travel, the tech. I have to pay for everything. So go and make a donation. I'm asking everybody in the sound of my voice to make a donation to help me continue to make this happen. But yet I will have people that will come and tell me, Rashida, they will accuse me of all kinds of things that I have never even done. Oh, you're a fraud. I'm a fraud for writing a book. I wrote this book. It's my book and I'm selling it. That makes me a fraud. When they find, this is what they say when they find out that I have my books for sale. I have to laugh. They say I'm a fraud when they see that I have a play. I'm selling tickets to the play, which playwrights, that's what they do. Authors, they write books to sell. People will say I'm a fraud. So I have all these stereotypes to fight, even though I have done everything honestly and ethically. Nobody could ever say that they bought a book from me and they didn't receive the book. Because guess what? I ship all of my books. If you don't buy it on Amazon, if you buy my book directly from me, guess what? I ship it through the United States Post Office and I keep receipts. So, I mean, everything I say, I can always back up. But see, when you dark skinned, you always got to make sure you dot the I's and cross the T's. You can't make no mistakes. You can't make no mistakes. I got a GoFundMe. And everything that I said I was going to do on my GoFundMe in terms of producing shows, I produce over and over and over and over again, constantly. Excellent work. Yet people will still come and attack me and don't want me to profit off of what I created. But y'all have no problem with Kevin Hart, dark-skinned Kevin Hart, making sure he bolsters up light-skinned Tiffany Haddish's status to get, and make no mistake, it all ends in money. All ends in money, popularity and money. He even said, he went on and on about he's building a brand. and she's a part of the team. He made sure the light-skinned woman is a part of the team to be able to take advantage of the economics of building his brand. And this is what I'm talking about. That's the light-skinned privilege I'm talking about. Where are the dark-skinned women that you put on? Where they at? But I get all this flack for being a self-producing artist, fighting and clawing for the crumbs, when I've actually written my material, everything. I play 5 characters, all that. I've given to the social media community. People have stolen and plagiarized my work. I could go on and on all day, but I'm the fraud. I'm the crazy one. All of this is darkism. It's darkism and it's not fair. It's darkism and it's not fair. It's not right. And I am calling it out. It is not fair that only one Black woman is able to shine at a time. It is not fair that only if a dark-skinned woman does get in, back to my book, Token Dark Girl, it's not fair that only one dark-skinned girl is allowed to shine at a time. It's not fair to the masses. Because if you think for 1 minute that there are not masses of other talented individuals out here, you're crazy. But a lot of them are deterred from pursuing their talent because it's so damn hard. Thankfully, I'm one of them ones that's gonna fight. I'm gonna fight to the end. I never will give up because I know what I got. I know what I possess, and I know it's a fight. But what about the ones who are deterred? What if Leslie Jones would have been one of the ones when Kevin Hart told her she was never gonna make it, that she would have believed it and descended into dark girl nihilism, which is again in my book. It's a chapter in my book, Token Dark Girl, the dark girl of the moment, dark girl nihilism. What if Leslie Jones would have just given up by that dark-skinned man telling a dark-skinned sister that she is not going to make it? This is the impact of darkism. It allows for some Black people to get the money and get the fame and get the notoriety, while the others scrounge and scringe and suffer and fall by the wayside. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you donate. Make sure you like this video. It's just really sad. It's just really sad. And that's why I'm here to call this stuff out and let y'all know what it is. Let y'all know Tiffany Haddish is light-skinned and she is a benefactor of light-skin privilege. She is a benefactor of light-skin privilege. Somebody said, Banker, Jess Hilarious is blowing up. She dark-skinned. I have to go and see who this person is. Hey, everybody that's watching on YouTube and Facebook. I'm trying to get wind of some of y'all comments here. Just looking at some of y'all comments. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate everybody that has been supporting me. I have to go and check out who Jess Hilarious is. But like I said, you know, I didn't know who Melody Camacho was until I heard Cat Williams mention her name. And then I went and Googled her. And, you know, that's the thing. We don't know about the darker skinned comedians as much as we know about the non-dark skinned ones that are Black. You know, we just don't. And in my eyes, it's because of darkism. It's because, and once we are ready to face this head on and stop, because see, it's so much denial and such lies. I watched Kevin Hart, some of the video. I didn't really want to even watch it, to be honest with you, because again, I felt the Breakfast Club was unfair to me. They didn't want to help me out as a dark-skinned Black woman. They talked about me and made me donkey of the day in 2015 for being the dark-skinned activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar. But then they bring other people on to regurgitate what I said. And I did contact them. Say, hey, let me come on there and talk. Let me explain my point of view. Let me defend myself. And no one ever responded. But then you bring other people on regurgitating what I'm saying. And then there's this one white guy, I remember. I saw this on American Greed. Somehow Charlemagne and him had got into whatever. And I believe they made him donkey of the day. And guess what they did? They brought the white guy on to explain himself, which of course bolstered his fame. but I can't have the same. This is darkism. This is darkism. When you try to suppress a dark-skinned person, a dark-skinned female that's trying to do something, you seen what I was doing. You know I had a GoFundMe. You know I had books, dark-skinned books that I've written. You know I got to play. You saw all of this. So what you said, we're not going to give you the platform. We're going to make you suffer. We're not going to give you the platform because we don't want nobody else to know about what you got to say. That's how I felt. And it's wrong. But you had no problem using my name, making me donkey of the day, which I never asked for. I didn't even know it was going down like that, which other people saw it and started copying my brand. That caused infringement on my brand. You know what I'm saying? It just had such a change effect. But then I can't come on there and take advantage of your platform. That's darkism. That's darkism. That's the same thing or similar to what Leslie Jones was talking about in regards to people like Kevin Hart not helping to put on women. And in my head, that's dark-skinned women. That's not her words. That's my word. This is what it is. They try to suppress you and hold you down. So you have to make a decision, which is what I've done. You either gonna descend into dark girl nihilism, which again is a chapter in my book, Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. Everybody need to get it by going to my website, darkskinactivist.com. So you're gonna either descend into dark girl nihilism or you're gonna fight. And me being here with my plays and my books, I've written my 5th dark-skinned book. I've written more dark-skinned books than anybody in the world. I have my play. It's pay-per-view live stream. Anybody anywhere in the world can watch. I decided I'm going to keep fighting. You're not going to dictate to me what my success is going to be, because what I do have power over and what dark-skinned women do have power over and Black people do have power over, you have the ability to keep going. Even if these people don't want to give you their platforms. And he shouldn't have had no problem bringing me on there. But I believe it's because you just don't want people to know about me. So you're going to try to control that by saying, I'm not going to give you my platform. I'm not going to bring you on. But you had no problem bringing on this white guy who was on American Greed. I can't think of his name, but he was on there. You had no problem because in their eyes, bringing on a person that's not Black like that. And I'm saying this person isn't famous, not a famous person. Bringing them on is better than bringing on a person that's not famous, that's Black like me, because they're better than me. Because they're not Black, they're not dark-skinned and female. All this is darkism. It's all a part of darkism, and I'm calling it out like I always do, always giving y'all the real, always giving y'all what's honest. So in sum, Kevin Hart is doing nothing but committing an act of darkism, in my humble opinion, by promoting the light skin, by only promoting, from what I see, the light skinned Tiffany Haddish. Now, if he wants to correct it, here's what he could do. If he really cares about women, here's what he could do. If he want to prove, if you want to redeem himself with, what he said to dark-skinned Leslie Jones, put some dark-skinned women on. Put Melanie Camacho on. Bring her on the Breakfast Club with you, Kevin Hart. Blow her up, because I believe that interview with him and Tiffany Haddish got somewhere around 2 million views from what I saw. Bring on Melanie Camacho. Find a dark-skinned comedian out there who's talented, who's got it. Put on Kevin Hart. Do that. When I see you do that, then I could say, okay, this guy is making the right choice in a step towards alleviating darkism. But until I see you do that, you're not real. You're out here propelling and promoting only a light-skinned female comic. And I don't think that's right. And I don't think that's fair. And you brag You went on and on bragging about your brand and how you're building your brand and how, you know, whether you like me or not, nobody's going to stop you. That's good. That's all good. But it's called karma. It's called karma. And the creator sees everything. Everything. Everything that we do. Everything that we do. When I see Kevin Hart put on a dark-skinned female comic, I'll come back on here and I'll praise him for that. I'll say, you know what? Kevin Hart did the right thing. He stepped up to the plate. He changed the game. Even if I see Tiffany Haddish, because you got the power now, Tiffany Haddish, you're a benefactor of light skin privilege. Put on a dark-skinned female comic. Put on a dark-skinned female comic. Do that. Let's see y'all do that. Let's see y'all share some of the power and some of the money. Let's see y'all share some of the crumbs, because that's what it really is. Let's see y'all share some of the crumbs with your darker brothers and sisters. Let's see that happen. One more time, I want to encourage everybody to make sure you go ahead and make a donation to my PayPal or to my GoFundMe to help to fund my dark skin show that's coming up. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link here so you guys can catch that. I have a dark skin show that's coming up in Atlanta. It's going to be filmed in Atlanta. I'm an independent self-producing artist. So make sure y'all go ahead and share this information, but make a donation because it costs me money. I'm producing this. I don't have a Kevin Hart backing me. I'm not a benefactor of light skin privilege. Y'all could be mad. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. So I come directly to the people and I say, hey, listen, help to fund my show. It's an excellent show. I performed in so many places that I can't count, continuously putting in work, having to prove myself over and over again. Over and over again. So the links are right there. The GoFundMe is there. My PayPal email address is there, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. You can go there and make a donation to help me fund this show. I have to pay for the building or the venue that I'm renting. I have to pay for the tech. I have to pay for the travel. I have to pay for the marketing. So it costs money. So make a donation. Also on Saturday, November 17th, I want everybody to know I'm going to be performing A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is my one-woman show where I play 5 dark-skinned characters. And it is actually based on my book, or the book is actually based on a play. But you can get the book as well, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. I will be performing this live stream pay-per-view. That's very important because what that means is that anybody, anywhere in the world, no matter where you're at, you can watch A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge from the comfort of your home or wherever you are. All the ticketing information is at my website, darkskinactivist.com. darkskinactivist.com, and the link, folks, is right in the description box or the description area for the Facebook Live that I'm on and for the YouTube I'm on. So all the information is there where you can get your tickets. Save the dates. Once again, Saturday, November 17th at 7 p.m. It will be filmed in Atlanta. So if you are in the Atlanta area, you can come out to the live show and watch the show live. And on Friday, which is the day before the show, I'm going to be doing a Darkism Talk at the Ancient African History Museum in Atlanta, Georgia. So you can come out to that. I'm going to be giving you the history of how I created dark skin activism and its impact on social media since 1998, since I brought it. Actually, I brought it online in 2009. So I'm going to be talking about that at the Ancient African History Museum. And you'll also be able to get a tour of the museum, which is fabulous. So you can come out to the Darkism Talk if you are in Atlanta on Friday, November 16th, and the doors open at 5 o'clock. But for everyone else, the play itself is going to take place once again on Saturday, November 17th at 7 p.m. And you can watch me from anywhere in the world, no matter where you are. The ticketing information, where you can purchase the tickets, darkskinactivist.com. And once again, all that information is right there in the description box. So I want to thank everybody for watching and taking the time to hear what this dark-skinned woman has to say, because I got a lot to say. I constantly have a lot to say. And y'all that watch me, y'all know that. Also, make sure you share this video, like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook, YouTube, all of my social media. Also, you can go to the event page that's on, hold on one second. Go to the event page on Facebook. Something. And one of the ways that you can help me is by inviting your Facebook friends. So here's what you would do, and I can share my screen with people that are watching me on YouTube, which is what I'm about to do right now. So what you do is you go into the search box and you type in a dark skin woman's revenge live stream. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop that information right quick in the chat box and also in the comment section on YouTube. I'm gonna put it there, and I'm gonna tell you guys how you can invite your friends to my show, because that helps out a great deal. So what you could do, you go to on Facebook, you go to the event page for a dark skinned woman's revenge live stream, right? And then you go up to the top and there should be a button where you can select that you are going. And then once you select that you are going, you go to this button right here where it says share, and you go down to the invite friends. When you click that invite friends button, guess what? You will be able to invite your friends, your Facebook friends. So that helps out a great deal. Make sure y'all go and do that. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got to say today. I'm very thankful for everybody for taking the time to watch. That's the GoFundMe for everybody that's watching me on YouTube. Dropping that in there right now. I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch. I really do. And I'm gonna be coming back on here again because I on my YouTube channel, I got to go back into detail in regards to my commentary on what Leslie Jones had to say. Because Leslie Jones, man, she did nothing but tell the truth, in my humble opinion. And I'm so glad that she spoke her piece and said what she had to say. Because again, it does nothing but to highlight darkism. It does nothing but to highlight the topic of this live today, which is Tiffany Haddish is light-skinned and her light-skin privilege, and the fact that Black men are bolstering her to the next level, helping her get her money, and the fact that too many dark-skinned women are not getting the same type of support. Too many dark-skinned women are not getting the same type of help, and y'all know this is true. It's damn hard for a dark-skinned woman to make it. I feel it. I understand it. You have to claw and you have to fight. And so I'm going to be coming back and I'm going to be talking to y'all about Leslie Jones again. I'm talking to my people on YouTube. So that's it for now. It's the world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober, the creator of the first platform in history for dark skin. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And make sure you go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and get your tickets and get your book. And make sure you also donate by going to my GoFundMe, or you can go to my PayPal email address. And all the information is right in the description or in the chat box. All the information is right there. So if some of y'all be like, oh, this is a lot of information. Well, guess what? All the links are right there for y'all. So I try to make it as easy as possible for people to be able to donate, to be able to buy their tickets. So that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to close out on Facebook. I'm going to end the live on Facebook. I'm going to end that live first. Okay. And all this crazy stuff, y'all. I don't know what be going on with this crazy stuff. But I'm going to end right here like this.
his kids, you know what I'm saying? Like a family man supposed to be. And you damn right, I'm glad that's my mom. Have that. I was with that nigga when he was broke down. When he had that, how you gonna do me like that?
Real quick, and